Okay, so this is the view I have. Sorry, the camera's just adjusting. This is the view from my bedroom, and I'm going to pan it around to the right, and look at that. Oh my god, there's snow still on the mountain. So panning down is the gully, all the bamboo, and that's the chestnut tree that I had pollarded back in January. I was here for that. And hang on, I'm gonna swing it around. That's the drive in. Got to be careful, I don't fall out. And you maybe able to see the smoke over there. It's coming up my chimney. I discovered I have an open fire, so I put some logs on it, and it's fantastic. Now, just coming round. And more of the countryside and mountains. That's all mine, all the way up to the hedgerow and beyond. Word of advice: don't sleep with the windows open. It's really uncomfortable because you're going to share it with insects and bats. So I kid you not. Right, just taking you for a quick tour. Another bedroom down there on the right, and I love the marble floor and the wrought iron work. Right, down to the second level, I have shower, boiler, and up there is where the bloody bats live. But hey, cohabiting with wildlife that eat the insects can't be bad, I suppose. And down the stairs. God, I can't believe I said staircase, that's so decadent. And into my kitchen. That's the open fire that I was talking about, that I literally didn't realise I had because it was covered up. Oh, excuse the bottle of Chianti. Just made myself a nice coffee there. Right, I'm going to take you outside. Such a beautiful day. Camera's going to adjust because the sun is directly in my face now. That's the barn, outbuilding, cow shed, or whatever you want to call it. Well, it used to be a cow shed years ago, and it's ripe for turning into something, God knows what. But it's all time, it all takes time, and obviously money as well. But that's a project for the future. I can take you for a quick look inside there because it's light enough to see inside there because I don't have electricity in there. Just going through the door. Inside I've got a multitude of remnants that were left over by the previous owner. A couple of deck chairs there. Just lots of wood and flooring. Yeah, this was an old cow shed. You can tell by the floor, sort of non-slip, and that's where the cows used to feed. Those little troughs there. The flooring's gridded to stop the cows slipping. That's I don't know, some sort of opening there. There was hinges there, so I can only assume there was some sort of door or gate on there. That's one of my gas bottles, 25 kilo gas bottle that I have to put in every so often and get it replenished. other opening is pretty much the same. The oak beams are phenomenal. They are so rustic. That's the cattle feeding trough at the back there. That's where they used to put the hay in there. The walls here are incredibly thick. In some places they're about 2 feet thick. So yeah, solid. I'm going to take you upstairs to the next level. This is mine here, up to the fence. Mountains. And such a beautiful day. Beautiful spring day. Up to the next level. That is, I don't know. No, it's some sort of wooden holding pen for, I might use it for logs actually. Bloody hell, that's heavy. And to the end of this level, get an even better view of the mountain. Yeah, get a better view of the tree I had pollarded in January. That's the trunk that Marco cut off, and we dumped it in the gully. But all that bamboo there. The reason I got bamboo, I believe, is because of the root structure of bamboo. It goes down into the ground so deep, and it intertwines with other roots of the same species, and it just creates such a solid integrity of the ground. It stops any erosion and collapsing of the bank. So, hey, what do I know? Right, I'm going to take you inside this top section. Now, got to be careful here because the boards here are a little bit suspect, and I nearly fell through the last time. But these beams are phenomenal, are quite impressive. Loads of old wood. Loads of old wood I'm going to cut up for firewood. I don't really want to walk across there because I know that part of that section is a bit rotten. I don't want to drop 5 meters in 2 seconds. So doors open there just to create a draft because it got a bit wet in here. We had some storms back in January, some major storms. So, but all that stonework and the arch and the, oh, love it. Right, I'm going to take you now back round to the back of the building. I picked up a lawnmower yesterday from Barga for it's another town, and the lizards are out. So cut all this. Hello, Mr. Lizard. Right, cut all this yesterday. I should have taken a clip before I cut it because it was horrendous. I cut it to about 100 mil. Gonna have another go, take it down a little bit further today. These couple of old structures here, one's an old pizza oven, and the other thing is, I don't know, it's like an old stone shed. And you know, I've been here 2 days nearly, and I've seen one car go past on the lane. I'm just going to take you up into my meadow. Oh, bloody hell. There, the buttercups are out, and that's pretty much the extent of my property. It goes all the way down there, but it goes down so much more. So what I'll do is I'll just take you for a stroll across the meadow, which is a little bit damp. That'll dry up during the day. Can't believe it's snowing that mountain there. Amazing. There was a couple of deer on here yesterday, just playing around in the sunshine, and then I spooked them before I had a chance to take a photo. Now, I realise this isn't the greatest quality or the best way to take a video, but it's early days yet, so just coming round to the back of that structure, and plus there's dips that I don't know are here, so excuse the language if there is any. So I cut all this yesterday, and I've got a little slope I can walk up and down onto the meadow. Now, if I turn around, you can see all the bamboo, and walking down the lane, I cut all this middle grass, grass that's in the middle of the track yesterday. And this bamboo, it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it's about 15 metres high, and all you can hear is birdsong and me waffling on about it. So basically this lane goes down to the next neighbour's house, which is about half a kilometre away, and this is all mine here. It stretches for, I don't know, quite a way. So I'm not going to walk it because I want to show you two other buildings, not two other buildings, two other places in my property. Look at that. Wow. Now down there is it's a gully. It's quite deep. If I can just, now you can't really get a true perspective on how deep it is, but it is deep. At night you can hear the wild boar just rummaging and playing amongst themselves down there. And right, coming up to my house. I mean, technically she's 3-storey, and it was originally a 5-bedroom stone building, stone house, but converted some years ago, and this part was added in 1954 because someone has wrote it on the concrete. I've noticed that is something they do. My uncle originally was from Sicily, and when he moved to the UK and built the property that my mother moved into, there was the same thing. He wrote a date into the concrete. So hang on, I'm going to take you into, this used to be a cheesery, and it's quite a nice room, beautiful floor, and there's the lawnmower I picked up yesterday. She's a beast. 250cc, 6 horsepower. It absolutely chewed the grass. So, God, I can feel the sun beating down on my back. Now, this other space is an interesting space. It used to be a winery. There's still the caskets in here. Let me look at the camera to adjust. Now up there, I have another family of bats. There's none there at the moment. Maybe I've spooked them. They got a new oak beam put in there to strengthen the floor, and beautiful stone wall there. And that pile of wood over there is what I've been cutting up for the log fire inside the house. One thing that makes me laugh are the keys here. They are massive. Well, the other one to the other door is even larger. Well, they're more like engineering marvels than keys. That's the old chestnut tree. Looks quite bare at the moment, and I sort of feel a bit guilty having it cut down, but it was so oppressive, and the canopy was nearly touching the roof there, and it just closed the place in. It just made it feel so dark, but now it's cut down. I mean, it'll grow back, but it'll take years. It just obscured the view, and it really made such a big difference. This is another little lane that leads to a property up there that this isn't used. That's once again more bamboo. Da, 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 da. And then as I turn left out my property, that's my entrance. At least that's tarmacked, so it's a nice road. That's the entrance to the back of the barn, and a couple of lizards up there playing on the wall, just warming up their blood. And there you go. So that basically is my property in Tuscany. Oh, something just fell out of a tree. And that is the barn door that was open, as I showed you when we went inside. Top of the roof. You know, all I can hear is birds, and there's a tractor in the background. Oh, and apart from 4:30 this morning, the bloody cockerel was crowing, which such a typical rural thing. And let's go back round here again. And the communal postbox that 3 people share. How random. So, anyway, I'm off to get some breakfast. A nice couple of cups of coffee, and hope you enjoyed the impromptu tour. Sorry about the video quality. It's probably not going to be as stable as a GoPro, but it gives you a brief idea of out here in Barga and what it's all about. So I appreciate your time and thank you. Have a good day.